We have a lot of planetary aspects and transits right now that are bringing a lot of information to the forefront. Stirring the pot makes it stink, and that is exactly what we're going to start seeing as of, I believe, March 13th through the 20th. Today is March 12th of 2025, and I want to start looking into some individuals, and especially for Trooper, maybe ex-Trooper Proctor. I know that he is standing in front of these boards and so on and so forth. I will tell you, I believe that they are going to wait until Karen's case is over to see what disciplinary action they take with him. But I also want to see how these bad actors are going to come into view with him. As I've said before, none of them want to testify, not one, because they know what's going to happen. Even if the third-party culprit defense is not allowed in, facing the defense team would still be very intimidating. So we are here talking about Michael Proctor, and we are definitely with him. Hello, each and every one of you. I'm Lady Zelda, and we are here seeing crime. And today we have 3 decks that you are seeing. I've got some more on the side. We're going to lay out a few cards because I want to see what's going to happen with this Proctor situation. They may not allow his information to come in during 2.0 trial. If there is one April 1st, well, it's not April 1st, it's jury selection. But if it starts April 1st, they may not allow what is going on. I don't know why. It's a part of it, but they may not allow it to come in. They meaning Auntie Bev and whomever is puppeteering her. Let me say this. That's my opinion. I am not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a law professional. I am not law enforcement. I'm not a legal professional. I said that. I'm not a medical professional. I am a tarot profiler. I'm a psychic medium. I want to dig deep into what this is and see where we're going to go. So, we've got the Kipper, our friend. We have a universal Rider-Waite deck here that is also a playing card or Cartomancy deck. I want to pull that out because we can cross-reference a few things. And I have this fiery, our friend, the fire element Cartomancy. And if any of you could ever find, Bicycle came out with the 4 elements. I cannot find water. That's my element. I've looked. Who knows where it is? Anyway, that's where we go. So, with that being said, let's get started. And you know me, I want to start with the Kipper, our friend the Kipper. Take a look in the cloth. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Spirits, guides, angels, we want direction and guidance as far as what's happening, what will happen, what is the situation with Trooper Proctor, and yes, that does not surprise me, in despair. I do not think that he has sold his family. I mean, after all, I think they can guess, but his wife, how bad it can actually get. He has been suspended without pay, is my understanding. Maybe with pay, I'm not sure, but the situation is not good. I guess we could stop right there, but who wants to? I want to follow this through. Now, this does not mean that he is in bad health. We don't want to wish that on him, and I don't predict that sort of thing. But it does mean that his career is taking a big fall. It means that I believe he will be taking a big fall because guess what? I think we could see tire tracks on that little forehead and on that little shaved head, in my opinion, from all these people throwing him under the bus because after all, he's a throwaway. That's why they had him. That's why they did this. Both Higgins, and we're going to read on Higgins too, but not right now. We're going to put these to the side. So, distance horizons, yes. It's going to be a minute before we hear what happens with him. Now, we're coming to this big planetary aspect, like I said. The 13th, coming into the early morning hours of the 14th, we have a total full blood moon lunar eclipse that is happening. You'll be able to see it in those early morning hours in the United States. It will affect the whole world, but it will really affect this case because we're talking about it. It definitely will have a huge effect. And then on the 15th, Mercury goes retrograde, and talk about opening a can of worms for this group. And it's going to keep getting better as far as us seeing the junk that is going to be coming out. Now, why is that better? Well, because we want to know. People are now raising up. And you know what? I think the community, as far as Helena Rafferty, Chief Rafferty, Lol Rafferty, they're done with her. And if she ignores that letter from attorney Mark Betterow, they're really going to be done with her. So there's some things coming up here. And look for it. So between the 13th and the 20th, and the 20th is the first day of the spring equinox. Thank God, right? So I got to say, this doesn't look pretty. And it especially doesn't look pretty for Proctor because he may just end up there. And he may end up there on a federal side. And I'm going to say this why, and this is my opinion. And remember, I'm not a lawyer. But other cases, he's involved in other very serious cases. And you can't tell me that the feds are not looking at these cases. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. He's done some pretty horrific things, and nobody likes that kind of thing. But you see the cocky attitudes that everyone has, especially Chief Rafferty, especially Hanky Panky, and Auntie Bev, the marionette. In my opinion, there's some hard truths that are going to be coming down here. Hard truth. Extremely. Okay. So now, let's get one of these What Lies Beneath cards. Here we are. Can't make this stuff up. I think he is tired of the drama because he's all over the place. Copycat. Isn't that amazing? We're going to touch on that in a minute. And he doesn't want to hear it anymore. Well, hello. Getting a room. How about a prison cell? Will that work? Getting a room. Hotels. I wonder what I wonder where this is going to be. It could be that he is not around right now. And I'm wondering if that is the case. Is he where I'm not sure. But it's kind of pointing that he's not around. But this copycat, I think that's funny. I really believe that he wanted to be with the in crowd. He wanted to be close to the owner of 34 Fairview. I'm going to say that. In my opinion, he wanted to do whatever it was that he was told to do, rookie move type stuff. But he wanted to be that involved so he could be a part of the clan, be a part of the fold. This just cracks me up. But yeah, he's tired of the drama. He no longer wants to hear it, and maybe he's ready to run. I don't think so. I don't think he's going to run anywhere. It'd be kind of funny if he tried. I don't think so. I'm going to lay out these cards, and then I'm going to really give you my synopsis of what I feel is happening with him. Look at this. We can't make this stuff up, my darlings. We just can't. Seek more knowledge. Well, that's coming. We haven't seen this in a very long time. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Very interesting. Justice. Well, when we ask, we get it, don't we? And look at her. She's Lady Justice. She's got the scales there. She's ready to rule with that sword that cuts both ways. She's one of the tarot cardinal cards. We'll talk about that some other day when we have a little time. But I can tell you right now, justice will be served as far as he is concerned. Lady Justice is looking. Look at this, the Four of Swords. And the 8, which is also the Strength card. The Strength card is also the sign of Leo. I don't know who Leo is, but it really doesn't matter if they are. The energy is really showing up. And look at this. I mean, a wolf in sheep's clothing, and then we have a lion. Interesting thing about this card, the infinity symbol, is telling us that it's taking an infinite amount of strength for him to get through. I don't know. I don't think that he's taking this very well. He's not being encouraged, and I can tell you what, these bad actors are not coming around him. The same with Higgy. They're not coming around them. They're just not. They're throwing them to the wind. They are not their problem. But some things about this card. This card tells us that this woman who is overcoming the kitty, you can see that she's got an arch on her back outward and he's got an arch on his back inward. That is so when the pieces of the puzzle come together, they fit correctly. Because sometimes the strength has to be mentally. And mentally, with the strength, sometimes you can overcome the physical. In this particular case, with these cards, that is not the case for Proctor. This card, and I don't know if you can see this or not, right above my nail there is a writing, PAX, and the mosaic in the tarot there, in the stained glass. That is peace. He definitely wants peace. We can see that throughout this. But you know what else this card is? This is a knight who has literally, basically fallen on the sword. His peace is there, he is laying, and the 3 swords above him. See, this sword here has laid to rest with this knight. And the 3 swords up there are basically saying he's hung up his sword. Communication can be follow-ups, can be testifying in court. I think they will make him fall on the sword, if you want to know my opinion, and that's what it is. If you hear some noise, I have a little cat that is snoring. So there we are. That is a Ace of Hearts, which is a timing card. That's an interesting card, the 6 of Diamonds, and this is an interesting card, the 2 of Diamonds. Let's start over here first. Appropriately, this talks about partnerships. Now, the diamonds for me are communication, but they are also business, and they are especially legal. The partnership, sharing responsibility, having a working partnership in which there was an agreement to come together. And that's what Proctor did. He agreed to get so involved with this. He agreed to get so involved with this family, in my opinion. Did he take out a duffel bag from 34 Fairview? I don't know. This card, appropriately enough, the 6 of Diamonds, is all about paperwork. It's all about telephone calls. It's all about describing the role that he has played. And it's also testimony. So I wouldn't be surprised if the defense, but I think we've already felt that the defense is going to put Proctor on the stand. I believe he's going to succumb to something. There's going to be something that is going to be tripping up. This man is not going to get out of it. He's not going to walk through this very easily. He's not going to get out of this. And they're going to make sure, and you watch, my darlings, if this starts taking a legal turn where it looks so suspicious for the bad actors, they will continue to turn it and point all fingers to Proctor. Nobody's coming, Proctor. There's nobody there to help you. You did it yourself. I don't feel sorry for you. This Ace of Hearts. It's an autumn timing card, which is a retroactive from this past fall, which I think that he had enough going on in the fall that it is now become his present that will also become his future. He will never work in law enforcement again. No one will ever take him. No one will ever trust him. And quite frankly, I can see the legal filings coming out from all the other cases that he investigated once Karen Reed's case is over. This will be a judicial nightmare. Because everybody wants to be heard. And quite frankly, I don't believe that Karen is the only innocent one. That they've tried to do this, and I think successfully in the past. Do not believe she will be convicted. This is something. This is really something. In fact, it's kind of this bromance that he had with the owner of 34 Fairview. So look, this is what I'm believing. He's tired. The situation he understands is in really a bad way. Bad health as far as this situation. Not him. We're not predicting his health. He wanted to fit in with all these people. But it's going to, he can fit in this place with all the rest of them, as far as I'm concerned. He is in deep despair, deep anguish. He cannot, the daily talking about him, and he is not famous. He is famous for the wrong reasons. And people are not going to let this go. No matter what, they're not going to let it go. Chief Rafferty is on the hot seat. The police are on the hot seat right now. And quite frankly, this eventually should be the end result of Proctor. He will do his best to maybe sing. It's too late. He may sing a little bit, and Higgins too, but the reason I say it's too late is because he's not going to get out of it now. If that happened, they're not going to say, okay, if you tell us you're going to walk, that's not going to happen. He's got a long way to go, a very long way to go. This is not going to heal overnight. He doesn't want to hear anything anymore. And the suggestion to us is to keep looking, keep seeing, because the more we find, the more we will find. Not in a good position at all, Proctor. The best thing for you to do, if you're seeing this, go forward. Tell the truth. Tell what happened as you know it. Do the right thing. Stand up. Let Officer John O'Keefe have his justice. So you may go away for a few years. Wouldn't that be better than having a guilty conscience for the rest of your life and letting your children pay for your crimes, for the harassment that they will receive because of you? That's my opinion. May not be fact, but it certainly is my opinion. It certainly is. Let's get a final message. Final message. This Page of Wands is an opportunity for him to step forward. Open doors, open the opportunity. It is a fire element card. It is a fire card that is basically going to say, boy, not good. It is an announcement that more is coming. Doors are opening, and we can thank this full blood moon total eclipse that is happening on the 13th. And we can thank Mercury retrograde for that, because this is going to be a ride that he will never, ever get out of and never, ever recover from, in my opinion. That's how certain I am. So we can expect to see more things. Proctor is involved, whether he likes it or not. Expect more to come, my darlings. Expect more to come. Yep. A life was stolen, and it's Officer John O'Keefe. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We're going to do Higgy. We're going to do a few more coming up. This is the week to do them. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to you. Don't forget, come visit me on this Saturday night, the 15th at 7 p.m. We're going to have a blast. Going to be more EVPs. We're celebrating many things, and I can tell you what, we're certainly going to be talking more, because this is Wednesday. By the time we get to Saturday, there's going to be more to talk about. How's that? Hold on, my darlings. Buckle up, buttercups, because we're getting ready to go for a ride. Thanks for being here. Subscribe, like, Share with a friend if you like, and if you'd like to have a reading with me, please click the links in the description. I'll be glad to help you as much as I can. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.